What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Wow, I was wondering if we were going to come back to this, and it looks like we are. Alright, we're coming back to Nyango Star. Yes, indeed. Nyango Star fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity bot, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Creator of Lily, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 52% of the vote, so it got over half the votes on its own. It was number 580 in the queue. It got bumped straight up to number 1, so yes indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. They all want to see me react to this. It is Nyango Star doing a drum cover of the Babymetal song, Road of Resistance. Now, have I heard the song before? Yeah, full disclosure, yes I have. I've done a reaction to it. So I know the song. I even went and listened to the studio version. Guys, if I'm being honest with you, I prefer the live version that I did the reaction to. The studio version is nice and all, but it just sounds very compressed. I'm not the biggest fan of the studio version, but the live version, loved it. So, yes, I have heard the song before. So, full transparency, full disclosure here, I will not be reacting to the original song in any way, shape, or form. I am going to be reacting to, evaluating, and scoring the drum cover only. What Nyango Star does on the drum kit in that crazy costume that person is wearing. That's the only thing I'm going to be evaluating and reacting to and judging and scoring. So please keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. This was posted by Taya. Sure, why not? Taya 2016. These names, boy. And the video has 820,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, whatever that says. Babymetal, Road of Resistance. I think we're looking at March 4th, 2018. Something, ABC, something. Cool. Man, I don't know who this person is, but whoever this person is wearing that costume, and you can see the sun, man. That person has got to be warm. Marinating in their own juices. I'm telling you, nothing like it. Oh, God. I can only imagine how much that person's going to be suffering by the time they're done. Anyway, let's get started here. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Look at that stripped down bit, too. A little sloppy there. Great showmanship. I mean, look, playing this song is hard enough, okay? Playing the song in a costume like this is even harder. But to add to that, the individual in this costume is adding all the showmanship to boot. Man, that's cool. That's cool. I don't care who you are. That's cool. I love it. Let's keep going here. Nice swifting on the sticks. Ha ha! All done with the right hand that time. Right hand, done, 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 done. Yeah, nice. Because right before it, he had the right hand on the right side, the left hand on the left side. And this time, the person went right, right, right. I was like, that's great. That's great. It's all showmanship, man. It's all showmanship. What's really kind of impressing me is the fact that this individual is playing this song on this stripped down kit. We are literally talking about one kick, I mean, that's not a big deal. You have double pedals for a single kick. That's not a problem. But you have a single kick, single snare. You have one rack tom, one floor tom. So you don't have a whole rack of toms when it comes to fills, man. You literally have two toms. One ride, two crashes, and a hi-hat. A very stripped down kit, if I'm being honest with you. And this individual's making it work. They're absolutely making it work. Good on this person. Good on this person. You'll notice I'm doing my best not to say he or she because I don't know. I don't know. We're going to talk about that in the review. I promise. Because I have a couple of things to say about that. But this individual is using that stripped down kit. They're nailing it. They're absolutely nailing it. So let's get back into it. That double kick, Lloyd. Take a breather. Woo! Ha! On the hi-hat. Oh, that double kick is ridiculous! On that ride again.
No
Woo! Put that stick up, boy. Dear Lord, man. The double kick has just been ferocious. Absolutely ferocious. Wearing that costume, doing it in the sun, they have got to be dying by now. But yet they're still going on, and it's clean. It is absolutely clean. I heard that one little flub during the intro. There was that one little part where it got a little off. But after that, everything else has been, from what I remember of the song, it's been clean. Absolutely clean. I feel so bad for the person in this costume, dude. They're going to get done. They're going to go off the stage, go back to their dressing room, and they're going to take that thing off, and they're going to be just drenched. Absolutely drenched. I feel bad for them. They're going to be like, take me to the nearest shower so I can disinfect myself. Dear Lord, cleanse myself. So I'm feeling kind of moist.
Moist. Moist.
Moist.
Moist.
Moist.
Moist.
Moist.
Moist. Sick.
Yeah! Anyway, let's keep going. Double kick is ridiculous. Nice. Woo! Don't fall over! Don't fall over! I thought I was gonna fall backwards off the throne. I was like, no! Don't pass out now! You worked so hard to stay conscious through the whole thing. Don't pass out now! Oh, dear Lord. Okay. That was fun. That was fun. How am I going to score this? Okay, let me think about it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Nyango Star with a drum cover of the Babymetal song, Road of Resistance. This was a request from creator of Lily, and it was also the winner of the Premier Tier Patreon Request Prioritization Poll, winning with 52% of the vote. Moving up for number 580 in the queue, straight up to number 1. So yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, your voice, your vote does matter. Okay, this was a tough one, believe it or not. This was a little tougher than I thought it was going to be because there was a lot of factors I had to take into account here. But I do have a score, and I feel good with the score. I don't think I need to change it, so let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that a 9.1. Yep, 9.1. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this performance deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
First and foremost, remember I've heard the song before, so I'm not taking the song itself into account here in any way, shape, or form. My score is based completely on what Nyango Star did with the drum cover, how Nyango Star played the song on the drums. That's it, okay? Showmanship, the live performance, yes, obviously taking into account, but as far as like songwriting goes, no, I already did it. If you want to know what I think about the song, go check out my reaction to the song somewhere over here on the channel. I don't know where it is, but it's over here somewhere. Okay, how did I come up with this 9.1? A number of factors. Number one, it's a very impressive song to play. It's one of Babymetal's most impressively written songs, if I'm being honest with you. It's a very well thought out, very well designed, very well organized, very well arranged song. And it's a great song for someone of Nyango Star's drumming talent to attempt. And they didn't just attempt it, they nailed it, okay? There was that one little flub in the intro, and you all know where I'm talking about when it starts to decelerando. It didn't quite catch the decelerando right away. He fixed it up. I mean, I keep saying he. I don't know if it's a he. That person kept, you know, he caught up, you know, or that person did catch up, and that person did fix it. But it did happen nonetheless. But after that, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I'm gonna get to that in a second. I know what everybody's waiting for me to talk about, and I'm gonna talk about it at the end. Drumming technique. Listen, playing this song is hard enough, okay? I'm sure it is on the drums. It sounds like it's a very difficult song to play on the drums. Doing it while wearing that costume, dear Lord. Here's the thing though. Some of the shock and awe has worn off. The first time I did a reaction to Nyango Star, that when you're overqualified for the job video, there was a certain level of shock and awe, like, I can't believe I'm seeing this type of thing. Here's the thing. That shock and awe is gone because I've seen this person play the drums in that costume now. Now, here's the thing. The song that this person played on that song, the first video, I didn't know the song. I had no clue what the song was. So I don't know how accurate that person was playing the song. I have no clue. He could have done it very accurately. They could have taken a lot of liberties, and I wouldn't know because I've never heard the original song. In this case, I have heard the original song. I heard it live, which I personally prefer, and I've heard the studio version, which is what this person played. Now, that did factor into it. I have familiarity with the song, yes, and I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt, 99.9% of the song this person nailed. Okay, so that's kudos for that. But the shock and awe of seeing a person playing in a cat spirit possessed apple costume, I guess is the best way to put it. Is it the cat being possessed by the apple or the apple possessed by the cat? I think from what I remember in the comments, it was an apple that was possessed by the spirit of a cat. That sounds so ridiculous to say out loud. But from what I remember in the comments, that's what that costume is. Okay? Being able to play the drums in that costume period is impressive enough. But the shock and awe is gone though. I've already seen it. And it's like, okay, well now let's see what else they can do in that costume. So it's still impressive, yes, but the shock and awe is no longer there. I will say this song is more impressive from a technical standpoint. The fact that this person played it in that costume, playing this song, yes. I kind of wish, if I'm being honest with you, if this had been my first experience with Nyango Star, if I had never seen Nyango Star before, and this was the first thing I saw, I probably, honestly, would have given this like around a 9.5, 9.4, 9.5, somewhere in there, more than likely. Because my mind would have been blown, and it would have been an impressive song to boot. So, unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So, the shock and awe is gone, but it's traded off with a more impressive song. So, watching this person play on that stripped-down drum kit, very impressive also. You watch Babymetal play this, and their drummer, they're playing on a set about twice the size of this. If I'm not mistaken, 2 kick drums, unnecessary. You can do double kick on. You can have 2 pedals on one head, perfectly fine. But they had a lot more toms to work with, a lot more cymbals to work with than Nyango Star did. What Nyango Star did was strip the piece down to seriously a kick drum, a snare drum, 1 rack tom, 1 floor tom, 2 crashes, a ride, and a hi-hat. Pretty stripped down. And nailed it out of the park. So got no issue with it whatsoever. I think that's actually adds to the impressiveness. No, I enjoyed watching this. I did. And like I said, they knocked it out of the park, which is why I'm giving them the amazing score, the fantastic score, the outstanding score, the impressive score of 9.1. The last thing I want to talk about is this. Now, there were a lot of comments, and for the most part, I left most of them up. I did leave most of them up. A lot of people think they know. They're positive they know who's in that costume. And I saw some names that it makes sense, but I don't know how accurate that is. Like I saw a couple people say that's Mike Portnoy, and I'm like, what? It could be, I suppose. I saw people say it's Juna under there, I suppose. I heard people say it's the drummer from Unlucky Morpheus, I suppose. I saw people making the comments that, you know, it's the drummer from, it's Yoshiki from X Japan. I doubt that one seriously, but it could be, it could be. You know, I heard a lot of people mentioning, throwing out a lot of names. Here's the thing. They're convinced. These people are convinced they're right. They're positive it's that person. And that's fine. Listen, everybody's free to have their opinion of who it is, okay? And I got no problem with that. And when you say, you know, I think it's so-and-so, or if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's so-and-so, I can understand that. But when you guys are in the comments and you're saying, I am, what was it, how'd they word it? I forgot how they would word it, but they would word it in a way where, like, they had proof that it was that person. Here's the thing. I didn't see a shred of proof. I didn't see a shred of evidence to say that it was this person. Here's the thing. Does it really, at the end of the day, does it really matter who it is in the costume? Does it really matter? Because that person in the costume is playing a character being represented by the costume. So I'm going to be perfectly honest with you folks. Look, you are more than welcome to voice your opinions. You're more than welcome to voice your thoughts. If you have concrete, irrefutable evidence that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt who that person is, I'm sure we'd all love to see it. But as it stands right now, nobody, and I mean nobody, knows 100% certain who that is other than that person and that person's crew. You know, that person's business associates and their crew and stuff like that. They're the only ones, okay? To be perfectly honest with you folks, I don't think I want to know who it is. I don't think I want to know. I kind of like having that mystery, that little mysticism of who could it possibly be? It could be anybody. I mean, it really could if you think about it. Here's another name. It could be Joey Jorgensen from ex-Slipknot drummer. It could be him. Sure. I mean, there's a lot of people it could be, but we don't know. And unless you have irrefutable, concrete evidence, like if you have a video showing that person getting into the costume, putting it on, and then all in one shot, going and sitting behind the drums and playing. If you have that and you can show that, okay, great. Please do, because that would be concrete, irrefutable proof, okay? Until that day comes, or until that person comes forward and says, I am Nyango Star, then until that day comes, let's just keep the speculation to opinion. And don't sit there and claim that you know for a fact that it's that person. Because all that's going to do, guys, in all seriousness, it's going to start a war. And there were a number of comments I had to delete because they literally did make that comment of, I know for a fact that that's how it was worded. I know for a fact it's this person. And then everybody would chime in and go, oh yeah, how do you know? And they had no proof, no links, no evidence, no nothing. Well, I just know it is. You're You're putting speculation and opinion as fact. Guys, that you are opening the door to start a war. You really are, okay? Please don't word it like that in the comments. If you have an opinion, if you have a thought, great, put it out there. But just be careful how you word it and just say, listen, I think it's this person. Okay, great. Who's going to argue with that? No one, because that's your opinion. It's your thought. You are absolutely welcome to it, and you're entitled to it by all means. But don't sit there and try to say that your opinion is fact. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I had to do some cleanup in the comments on that video because there were some times where things were getting heated and things were getting personal, and I had to step in and I had to put an end to it. So I'd rather not do that today. So let's please try to make sure that that doesn't happen, okay? In the comments, let's keep it civil. Like I said, you're more than welcome to have your opinion of who you think it is, but unless you have concrete evidence, that's all it is your opinion, okay? All right, so that's it, folks. 9.1. I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 9.1, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.